DraftKings is now live streaming MLB The Show 23, MLB The Show 23 San Francisco franchise mode. Hey ex DraftKings. There's a new update coming to sound alerts, but we need some permissions. Please log in at https://dashboard.soundalert.
It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi on play-by-play, Chris Singleton providing the color. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Willie Mays. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch and towing the slab in this one, Dylan Cease. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
A really good outing for him last time. Scattered 2 runs, was attacking hitters, getting ahead in the count. Great performance. We'll see if he can do it again in this one.
All right, ready to go here. Hank Thompson steps into the box.
The right fielder, number 33, Hank Thompson.
The Y to kick the pitch. That just misses. And this one is off and running. Out towards left center. Minoso drifts towards it. And out number 1 on the grab. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Monty Irvin will hit next. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
They say you win. Off the plate inside. And the count 1-2.
The idea was right. Looking to locate that fastball up and in. He just missed his spot a little bit.
And that's a strikeout looking. Strike 3 called and a slider at the knees.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for San Francisco, Willie Mays. First pitch just misses. And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And caught on the warning track. End of a half inning of play. Now it's the White Sox turn. It's a scoreless ball game. here at the ballpark. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Madison Bumgarner. What's the word on him?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out on the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Here's Tim Anderson.
Leading off for the White Sox.
A moment everyone thinks of with Tim Anderson is the walk-off homer he hit in the inaugural Field of Dreams game in 2021. That felt like a movie.
Yeah, and it was a movie that Tim Anderson had never seen.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Irvin makes the grab, one down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Bounce to the right. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He doesn't have a throw, and he reaches safely.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Frank Thomas now at the plate. Big-time power. This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. And he'll move up to second, no problem. Should be a pass ball, and that takes away the double play.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish. The defense is a part of his game he's trying to improve, but right there just couldn't squeeze it, and it cost him.
That one missed. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Two now. And now the count filled up 3-2. To the right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So digging in, Paul Konerko. He swings and fouls one off. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. First and third, one down. The pitch.
1-2. 2-2 now.
And misses inside. Three-two on the way. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And now it's Luis Robert. And that's in there for strike one.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Strike two. Minoso, the runner at third. Thomas on second. Konerko over at first with one away. And that one almost got him. Battling here as he fouls it away. Kicks and deals. Just misses there.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
Next offering misses. Full count now. Ball four. He's walked in a run.
That's a really tough call for the umpire to make right there. Borderline pitch for sure, but I just don't think he got it right. And that walk unties this ball game.
Harold Baines getting ready to hit. In there for strike one. One out, base is full. And now the count is even. And he takes a strike. Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kicks and fires. There's a strike. And here it comes. And down on strikes he goes. Good job at damage control right there. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We head to the second on the south side. It's the White Sox 1 and the Giants nothing. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, top of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Willie McCovey.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Cease back to work. Check swing went around, and it's 0-1. Here's a high chopper. On to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
That is it. The designated hitter, Orlando
And now here's the veteran DH, Orlando Cepeda. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Good eye right there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Pitch is in there. 2 balls and a strike. One down, base is empty. Sets him down on strikes. He's got to be frustrated with that call. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
And that'll bring up Brandon Crawford. Brandon Crawford, a kid who grew up a Giants fan. His dad had season tickets at Candlestick Park and then at, what was it initially, Pac-Bell Park. Right side, hard hit. Andrews throws the first, and that will end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're down 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Elvis Andrews. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And fouled off. And ball 1. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
2-1.
And now 2-1. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
And now the lefty got him, and 1 gone. Here is Moncada, the switch hitter batting right. Hits the corner, strike 1. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And 1-2.
That pitch is out.
And that one a little bit high. Hard hit, right side. Flores on to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Tim.
And up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. 0 for 1 so far. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
There's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Goes down looking. Nothing doing for the White Sox, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back. Here's the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, number 7.
Davis, in his 5th season, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And it's fouled away. And the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Got him swinging. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now it's Wilmer Flores. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. The wind of the pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Here's the 0-2. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
That's inside. Ball 2. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Off the outside edge with that one, and now it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
Well, he opted to go with the off-speed stuff on that 3-2 with the bases empty. Close pitch, but now he's got to work out of the stretch.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Joey Bart now. Ball 1, no strikes. Bart, former top prospect for the Giants, and now Buster Posey's replacement. Flores stands at first with 1 out. And that's down and away.
2 balls, no strikes.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
That one in for a strike. 2-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Struck him out looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Here's Thompson to hit now. He's 0 for 1. In there, and it's 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
On the ground, and foul ball. At the belt and fires. Just missed.
It's a good take.
And the slider just misses.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Next one is off the plate, and it's a full count. Monty Irvin waits on deck. Here comes a pitch. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. The pitch, and there's ball 4.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 down. And digging in for San Francisco, Monty Irvin. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Not even close there. And now 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And that's in for a strike. And now a full count. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And the right-hander deals. And a swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Giants leave a couple. They trail here 1-0. Here on the south side as we go to the last of the third. And now, Minnie Minoso. Mad Bum back to work. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand scoop, gathers and throws. Nicely done for the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because they were really ready to defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
Frank Thomas, the next to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's the strike.
0-1.
The pitch. And now it's even up. Just missed. Next pitch misses. Now 3-1. Kicks and deals. They say you win.
3-2.
Next offering is fouled back. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, Paul Konerko. And a foul ball. Konerko, a former All-Star. Over 1,000 runs batted in his career, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. The 0-1. That clips the corner.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
A flip to the pitcher covering. Inning over. Chi Sox held in check here, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back. New inning getting started. Here's some real power at the plate. Willie Mays. And a pitch. Ball one there.
That ball went out.
Next pitch misses way outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Line drive, base hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And now the first baseman, Willie McCovey. Check swing, no appeal, and it's 1-0. Mays gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. How about that double play?
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
And here is Orlando Cepeda. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Two outs. And there's a ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And that one finds its way through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 35, shortstop.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Here's Crawford now. Open stance on that left side. Grounded out his first time. Ball 1, no strikes.
Count 1-0.
And he deals.
Ball.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The 2-1 is high.
Well, these guys have had a hard time scoring in this one. The guy out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And the 3-1. And it's strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Three-2. In the dirt. Tosses to first, and Crawford is set down. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. One left for San Francisco. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here on the south side, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Luis Robert. The pitch. That misses the zone, and that is ball 1. It's in and out of his glove. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the 1st out.
Now batting, right fielder, Harold Baines.
Now it's going to be Harold Baines. Struck out looking in his first at bat. And he grounds one to the right side. And that one handled. Now the throw to first on the run. Awesome play there.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
2 outs, base is empty. Yasmani Grandal up to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And takes low for ball 1. Good eye right there. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Elvis Andrus. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's outside. Grandal leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And a count 1-2. Outside.
Oh, that's out.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So a man left for the White Sox, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at the ballpark, ready now for the 5th inning, and digging in for San Francisco, J.D. Davis. And the pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 to Davis. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And up next for the Giants, Wilmer Flores. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start. Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That's to third. Throw over to Thomas. And that quickly 2 away.
Now back, the catcher, Joey Bart.
This is Joey Bart. Caught looking his first time up.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at bat alive.
Next one misses, and the count is even, 2-2. And another ball. Hank Thompson waits to bat for the Giants. In the dirt. Throws to first. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 1 and the Giants nothing. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now, Yoan Moncada. The pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And here it comes. Popped up. Flores gets under it, squeezes it, and there's 1 down. And next to him for the Sox, Tim Anderson.
You know, Boog, I can relate to Tim Anderson with my football background and baseball background. He played Little League baseball, but then decided to focus on basketball until he got hurt his sophomore year of high school. He then went back to baseball as a junior. 4 years later, the White Sox made him a 1st-round draft pick.
Tim made a good choice.
Yes, he did.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And they take care of Anderson for the out. And there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 9, Minnie Minoso.
2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Minnie Minoso, 1 for 2. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch, and he just misses.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is fouled back. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2-2 now. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Off the mark there, and the count is filled up. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. Ground ball up the middle. On to McCovey, and Minoso is set down. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Top six. Hank Thompson digging in now.
Number 33,
Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And that's downstairs and outside. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make it.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And out of here. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Monty Irvin, the next Giant to hit. First offering misses the mark.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Righty to the plate. Here's a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
And a pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three-two now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ripped to third. Moncada tossed to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Willie Mays will hit next.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
First offering, and it just misses.
You can talk metrics and all that stuff, but no matter what, I think Willie Mays is the greatest defensive center fielder the game's ever seen.
The 1-0. And that's in for a strike.
And just to touch on Mays' defensive ability, there isn't a ball he couldn't get to or a throw he couldn't make. He was an artist out there in the outfield.
And he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
First baseman, number 44, Willie McCovey.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Willie McCovey. And Singy, if you factor in May's 660 career homers and the .301 batting average on top of his defense, we might just be looking at the greatest all-around player in Major League history. Next offering is in for a strike. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one's in there, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a ball evens the count. The wind and the pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
The next offering misses, and it's 3-2. Orlando Cepeda waiting for a turn at the plate. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Well, we go bottom 6, and here's the first baseman, Frank Thomas. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Thomas goes 6 feet 5 inches, more than 2,000 hits in his career, and he's a former home run derby champ. Good hitters count the 2-0. Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Here's the White Sox DH, Paul Konerko. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And now 2-2.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
One down. Luis Robert now. Just off the outside part of the plate. The lefty, the 1-0. Swings through that one.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Next one is off the plate, and it's 2-1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a foul ball left side. Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
So up next for Chicago, Harold Baines. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. At the belt and fires. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Over to Flores. Gets him easily, ends the inning. The White Sox leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Joe Kelly. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Orlando Cepeda digs in now.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with 1 swing.
And the pitch. On the ground to first. He handles it himself. And a quick out, number 1.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon.
Here's Brandon Crawford. Check swing, went around, 0-1. And the righty deals. That one drifts inside. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Jose Ruiz getting loose out there. Righty delivers. That's inside. That one catches the zone. It's 2-2. Left-hand batter waits. Just missed.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Ground ball right side. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw on the money. Nice play.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Now it's J.D. Davis, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And a foul ball